Now, this is an interesting one because Ocean Software was a famous developer and publisher back in the 80s and early 90s in Europe, and mostly for games they did on the Sharp X68000, the Amiga, the ZX Spectrum. SPS is a developer that also had their heyday in the 80s with stuff like a Gradius port. And since SPS stands for Sharp Program Service, they were also famous for their stuff on the Sharp X68000. We're in the mid-90s now, and unfortunately, these two companies were starting to fall off the pace, and we're going to be playing Power Surf 3D Tennis today, which is unfortunately one of the worst sports games I've ever touched. At the start, you have the choice of picking the voice for the umpire. You can choose control options, so it's got that there. But once you press the button to see what it has for game options, you only have a singles and doubles match. And yes, you can pick 1, 3, or 5 sets for it, as you're seeing here. And there are 3 different types of courts, like hard court, lawn, or clay. There is no tournament mode, there is no season mode, there is nothing going on here. It's just exhibitions. That pretty much puts it on par with the NES version of tennis. And I say that it puts it on par, until you actually get into the game itself. But first, we do have a choice of 8 characters, and they are interesting. I think you've got Not Laparca, Not Pete Sampras. I think that's Not 7 of 9 on the bottom left there. We're gonna just go with the names that sound funny, and I think we're gonna pick Sunrise Cappuccino as our team, because that sounds like a drink that I would totally not have. I don't drink coffee or cappuccino. Yuck. We're gonna go up against Legacy. Well, it's not Abe, it's Abby. Yeah. There's our matchup right there. Figure, why not? Doesn't matter, they don't have any difference in stats, nothing like that, they just have different looks, and this is going to be a camera angle, by the way, gang. Yep. You press X to serve it, and X to again hit it, and that... Okay, you know what, this is not going to work. The first person view, it's a nice idea, but no. We're going to pause the game, we're going to press select 3 times here, and then we're going to get the traditional view. You can also press R1 to change the view without pausing it. Not that it mattered there. My partner already hit the ball into the net, and we're down 40-love just 1 minute in, if that. Things are going great. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? Maybe I should just let the game speak for itself in motion here for a moment, and I'll be right back. Yeah.
Game Legacy, Abby. First game, first set. Andy Legacy, to serve. Love. All. 15. All. 30. Deuce. Advantage, Legacy, Abby. Legacy, Abby. Julia Cappuccino to serve.
So, a real big problem with this game is that it just feels like the computer has a super advantage over you. You can go to where the ball is, you can try your best to swing at it, and yeah, sometimes you'll hit it, but there are other times where it just will not work out like that. And including stuff when you're at the net, because when you're having a volley with the computer at the net, more often than not, you're going to lose it. And oh, by the way, that one that I won, I checked the footage back, that hit the line. That should have been in. So we've already got that going for us now, too. And by for us, I mean totally against us. Ah.
40.
When I was playing this game, I was more laughing in disbelief that it was this awkward to control. Never mind the fact that your player feels like he's more robotic in movement, and that he will also come to a stop when he tries to swing. And believe me, I tried pressing different buttons to see if they'd work, and I looked the instructions up for this one coming in. You've got X as a normal shot, circle is a power shot, which will take longer to swing, and then triangle or square is your lob shot for a one that can catch the computer off guard. I don't really use that one too much. There we go. We got a nice little point there.
15.
It's just, it's tough. And in most tennis games, when you're close to the ball like we just were there, they will let you hit that. This one, you have a much smaller zone to be able to return the ball. And sometimes it feels like you're there and you'll hit it, and then other times you'll feel like you're there and you won't. For a sports game, that's just inexcusable. Also, that shot by our opponent there wearing his little skeleton vest, or maybe that's a spider web vest. I don't know. It's probably a skeleton vest. It's, okay. That one was on me. But again, I'm thinking that it's going to work because I'm standing right there. But nope. Thankfully, I returned the ball, and we finally won a game in this. Since we're playing by just one-set rules, we only have to see 6 games for one team to win this. I have a feeling it's not going to be us getting there, but maybe we can pull off another 1 or 2 if we're lucky. It'd be nice. This is my turn to serve again, since we're up to the 5th game. And so far, it looks like we got a good chance. Like, now at this point, I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I have a shot here. Maybe we can come back and win this. You keep thinking that, me. For the record, again, I played this game a few minutes beforehand, and we were completely shut out 6-0. It was the same 2 teams. I was doing a 3-set match in that, and then decided, you know what, I think one will serve its purpose. No pun intended, for once.
40-15.
And remember now, we were up 40-love, and I was thinking we had control of this game, and my partner, their AI, loves to hit it into the net, and so, for that matter, so does the computer. Not like you can fix the AI if your partner or the opponent's here, because that's not an option. Why would it be? I'm pretty sure, because we've done the NES tennis game and the Game Boy tennis game on our channel here before when we were doing the Mario games for a few years. And both of those games feel better in motion than this one does. And keep in mind that those games are 5 and 10 years old. And that right there, me on the run trying to hit the ball and I can't do that. Again, I just find that inexcusable because there are SNES and Genesis games that you can play at this point that have long since figured that one out.
Deuce. Advantage, Sunrise, Cappuccino. Game, Sunrise, Cappuccino. Legacy, Abby, Reach, 3 games, 2-2. Love, 15. False. Love, 30. $15, 30. $30, all.
Okay, I heard the happy, silly music and that cheered me up. That's one of the few positives in this game. In fact, I think it's my only positive from this one in certain aspects. Yeah. Hit detection's off. You get moments where you don't know if you're going to be able to hit the ball or not. It's weird. Yeah, I got that one. And it just... I don't know. So, like I was saying, when I was starting this game up, it was more just like disbelief and those laughter chuckles, like, wow, I can't believe this is like this, but it is. And it's a frustrating thing, because it could have been so much better. By the way, that ball also looked like it was in. That should have been their game right there. But yeah, once I was done, I had to sit down and honestly start thinking about things, because I wasn't sure how low on the sports game totem pole this one was. In fact, when I was done, I started thinking to myself, how far down is this on games I've ever played? And I know for the purpose of this series, it's about stuff from 1995 and before, but I really, really started thinking about, is this like one of the all-time worst ones? Quickly, I came to a decision that no, there are things like Sonic 06 and Batman Forever and Shaq Fu that I have played to some extent that I would say, yeah, those games are clearly worse. This is nowhere near that level of badness. Not at all.
Love, 30.
But when you start thinking about other sports games, I had to really dig deep, because first thing I thought of were other tennis games. And, there's stuff like on the Nintendo Switch Online. I think there's Super Tennis, Smash Tennis. Both of those games are better. I've already said the NES Tennis game's better. I don't know if the Game Boy Tennis game's on there or not. I haven't played too much of the Game Boy stuff yet.
14, 14.
Donkey Kong Land was fun on that, though, earlier this year. You start moving on into the tennis games that Nintendo developed after that, or, well, Camelot developed for Nintendo, and it's like, no, there's no way. Like, the N64 Mario Tennis is a classic. GameCube one's pretty good. Then you start getting to the Wii U one, and that one I was like, well, okay, mode-wise, that one's just as bare bones. It's not that good in that regard. But it plays good. It plays fine. It's not a good game. I would never recommend Mario Tennis Ultra Smash to anyone. That game is a ripoff for the price it is, but it's better than this game. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, tennis game-wise, I don't think I've ever played one that was this awkward, where your character is robotic, the computer opponents know exactly where to go, they get there faster than you, they return everything, and you have shots like that where, again, it looks like it's in, but it's called out, and it's just like, ugh, I don't know. But then I had to start thinking about, well, what sports games are weaker than this? And, comparably, I started thinking, okay, well, the bottom of the barrel is pretty much stuff like World League Soccer on the SNES, because that game looked ugly, but it was playable. Then I had to start thinking about stuff like the weird ones, Bill Lambert's Combat Basketball. Yes, I've played that. We actually own that. Thanks, bro. Got that for like $1 at a flea market in the early 90s. That one was pretty bad. But that one had stuff like you could run on a mine and set it off and detonate it on your opponent. It was just ridiculous. So I would legitimately say that I had more fun playing that game than I did this one. I don't know if it's a better game, but... Also, this remix right now is distracting. You're not going to hear it, but I do recommend you go on YouTube and listen to this at some point, because it's got a few ones that are really odd, but they're catchy, including this one, which I can't remember the name of. I'm sorry. Forgive me for not remembering Power Surf 3D Tennis's soundtrack, which, I say is the highlight of this game, because the game itself is,
Abby.
not. Have we lost this one yet, please? Nope. Oh, wait. We did it. Da 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 da. We lose. Yep.
Game set.
I
Match.
just...
Abby. 2-2.
That was a game. Definitely a game, but I decided I couldn't end there because I wanted to see how this was when it's, you know, not the computer helping us and it's just us against them. Oh yeah, no aces on my end, 15 for them in total. I had 3 unforced errors, that just means I hit the ball out, but we saw 2 of those that should have been in, so who cares, it's just whatever. Let's set up a singles match real quick and then we can give this game the grade it probably would get for a first impression and the final grade. It was definitely reviewed poorly back in the day, that's for sure. And for the exact same reasons I said. Robotic movement for your player, computer being able to not cheat, but just have a better advantage for that. It's, by the way, we're going to have the 2 that were just on the same team against each other. We gotta figure this out. Is it me? Is it the game? Well, it's everything. But yeah, we're not doing that first person nonsense, no way. Okay, I hit 1 back. Yeah, this looks normal. Oh, came to a stop again because when you try to swing and move, you are just going to come to a dead stop, and you're always going to come up short. Oh, okay, that one was out, but I'm upset that I didn't get it in there. I don't think we're going to win a single point in this whole run, and I'm going to be like, oh. Power Serve 3D Tennis is definitely a game. It's definitely a game where you cannot run and hit the ball like you can in just about every other tennis game that's been made to this point that's even somewhat competent. But yeah, getting back to it, sports game-wise, there's stuff like, NHL, 97, where you could pass the puck in. Oh, now we're just giving up and playing in first-person mode. Why not? From center ice, you can play Madden 97 SNES, where you're running around the computer literally after you catch the ball because the game speed's broken. College Football USA 97, where if you don't fix a setting, the AI is not even going to be able to catch the ball. And you know what? I am just about done. You know what? Yeah, okay, I've had it. We're good. We are so good. Get me out of here. This is Power Serve 3D Tennis. Let's just pause the game and call it right there, please. I'm begging you over here. Okay, thanks. Power Serve 3D Tennis is getting an F for my first impressions grade. I do not think this game is good at all. Not in the slightest. It is an unfortunate thing for 2 developers that were way better in their heyday. Just not here for the PS1 launch. Next time, we thankfully leave the court and get back in the cockpit for not 1, but 2 near-perfect arcade ports in the Raiden project. This might not go well either, but at least it's going to be fun.